And action. Hello everybody, welcome to the Geekheads podcast where we talk about everything film industry related. And is it just me or why do I feel like I'm saying that faster every single time? I don't
know.
Today we are finishing the
top 100 list,
IMDB top 100 best movies or whatever list.
By IMDB rating,
Yeah, so if you haven't checked out, if you haven't listened yet, few days ago we went through the top 100 to top 51, so the first 50, and this is gonna all the
remaining
saying the
50.
first 50 sounds like the top 50, whatever. This is gonna be the last.
The last part
50.
last part was a bit. So maybe don't even go check that out. There's not really many movies we talk about there. There's some, but
there's a lot of movies that we didn't know. There's few movies that we at least knew. Few
there
movies
was a
that we
dozen.
liked also.
There was a dozen movies we know, but most of the movies.
I think to be fair, we knew like maybe half, but I don't know.
25%.
Okay, Anyways, I hope there's gonna be more movies that we know. Probably gonna be more movies that we know.
If there's a
maybe, I don't wanna jinx this, but
if there's a movies in top 25 we haven't seen, then I'm amazed. Let's say like that. So should we just go straight into it?
I think this intro is long enough already as it is. Let's get straight to it. And the first, I already lost it. The first is the number 50. Top 50 is Casablanca.
That's a weird way to say it, but Casablanca. Well, I didn't mean this is your spelling of the word, but I meant first is the top. First is the 50th. It's just weird way to go at it, but Casablanca.
My mind works 200 times faster than my mouth, so that happens in time. Anyways, Casablanca is one of those you can almost compare to Citizen Kane. It's one of those legendary old movies. And I have seen it once, but don't remember much. One of those movies that I think that is so known, by the way, also has 100 Metascore. It's so known. It's so known because it was great at the time. And
it's just old and known movie, or I don't know about known even, but it's just.
Yeah, so again, I respect it as it is from 1942, and it has won 3 Oscars. So I guess I think it deserves to be where it is, or at least in this top 100 list.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably haven't seen it. Can't say really.
I think I've seen it once, but don't remember much.
Probably
anyways,
seen on the film school, but no.
Yeah. Anyways,
next one is a Disney Plus movie. Okay. This is
actually a surprise. This is actually a surprise, and I definitely need to watch this. I haven't seen this one.
Yeah, number 49 is Hamilton, made in 2020.
From this year. Yeah, I haven't seen this one. But the fact that it's what rating? It's
80.
80,
rating is 80.
Yeah, 80 rating. The best is 10, but this is 80. But
scale on 10, it's 80.
Yeah, what would you say is the rating from 1 to 10? I don't know, probably 80.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, haven't seen this one, but if it's on Disney Plus, so I probably want to see it only because it's so high on this list, so must be at least a decent movie. Next one is number 48, and this is a movie that I actually know and I have seen few times, and I really like the soundtrack. So this is Once Upon a Time in the West from 1968, one of those Western classics, directed by Sergio Leone and soundtrack by Ennio Morricone, of course, the mastermind himself. And I highly recommend. This is one of those movies that my father liked when he was a kid, and then he showed me when I was old enough to watch this. And
okay, yeah. I believe I have seen it once. Cannot comment. 8.5. So we just entered. No, it's 8.4, but it says 8.5.
It's the last 8.4. Yeah. Oh, this is somewhere there.
Yeah, I cannot say really anything.
Yeah, he's a badass cowboy guy who plays, I think, Harmony.
I think we are just pretty much fasting through to the top 20-ish, because there's many movies still we don't know or haven't even seen.
The next movie is a movie that I've heard but haven't seen. So 47 is Grave of the Fireflies from 1988. Have heard, haven't seen, don't know anything about it. That's my take on it. What about you? Oh, it's an anime.
It's an anime, so we misspoke again on the last part about what is the top part. But I have to say I will probably, because my PC or I see it as an original title and I see it in the Japanese title, so I didn't recognize what it is on the last part when we were. Yeah, and I have seen it because it's a Ghibli movie, but yeah, that's it. I saw most of the Ghibli movies like 10, 12 years ago. That's So cannot really comment these days. 8.5.
So continue.
8.5. Animation movie being in 8.5 and being on top 50. Good work. I don't remember the movie especially, but.
Respect.
Yeah, respect for being here.
But number 46 is The Prestige, and now this is finally a movie that I've seen. Okay, I've seen it once.
I have to say, okay.
It's a Christopher Nolan movie, and it stars Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, the cast is kind of
so on.
This is Nolan movie.
Yeah, it is.
I just looked at the cast list first.
If it has Christian Bale and Michael Caine, it has.
Yeah, if it has Christian Bale and Michael Caine gives it pretty much instantly, but
great movie. And
I haven't seen, probably should.
You definitely should, and I gotta say, Hugh Jackman just likes, for some reason, he likes to be either a magician or a circus guy. What I've seen, but
either he's a magician or he's Wolverine. That's it.
Yeah, some type of a show guy or a Wolverine.
Just magic, man. Yeah, next one.
Next one is Whiplash. I have not seen, but I know this movie from 2014. And for some reason,
I'm just freezing because I have no idea what these movies are. But Whiplash is won 3 Oscars. So
yeah, it's a drama movie. Miles Teller is the main character, and then I haven't seen this one, but I heard about this. And I know about this movie because, few people that I know said that this is really good, and also it has won 3 Oscars. And yes, highly rated movie. I haven't seen, so I don't know, but I guess it's a good movie. So at least I cannot say that it doesn't deserve to be on this list, because I don't know. Probably does. So yeah. Now,
next one.
Let's continue. 44. Number 44 is The Intouchables.
Can't say.
It's wrong. It's the other something touchables that I know, but this is not the one. If somebody knows what I'm talking about.
That's just
I don't know this movie.
Next one is number 43, and it's called The Departed, and from 2006.
Yes, and it's a crime drama thriller movie based on, I think...
Is this a gangster movie again?
Yes, it is a gangster movie by Martin Scorsese.
Surprise!
Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Mark Wahlberg, Martin Sheen.
Are you sure?
Don't need to tell more.
Are you sure those people just don't belong to Italian mob?
Well, I mean... Yes, it's based on real life, that I know.
Have you seen it?
But I have seen it. It's a great fucking movie. So
another one I haven't seen, probably should.
Yes, definitely should. Let's continue. Number 42. is City Lights from 1931.
Chaplin movie.
And yes, this is one of the Chaplin movies that I know, but I don't remember if I have seen. Probably have seen parts, because I have, the fact is I haven't seen, or I haven't even had chance to see Chaplin movies. We talk about The Great Dictator in the first episode, or the first part. So I haven't had the chance to see the full movies, but I have seen a lot of scenes from all of his movies from YouTube. And so probably have also seen parts of this movie, but don't know the full movie, and that's all I know.
Yeah.
So we go to the next one.
Yeah, the next one
is number 41, Gladiator. From 2000. My favorite movie from Russell Crowe. and Joaquin Phoenix also had, I think, almost underrated, awesome role in this. A lot of people, when talking about Joaquin Phoenix, talk about, of course, the Joker or the Walk the Line, for example, a few that comes to my mind from him. But definitely Gladiator, he did an amazing job in this movie, also being the main villain. But yeah, I like this. Also has a great soundtrack. I listed it as one of my favorite movie soundtracks of all time. Good. So not a bad soundtrack by Hans Zimmer. And yeah.
It might be my favorite Ridley Scott movie. If you don't know who Ridley Scott is, he's the director of the movie. He has some good movies like Hannibal or he has fewer newer movies. He has the new Alien movies, Exodus, Gods and Kings, Prometheus, Robin Hood, American Gangster, Good Year.
The Martian, Blade.
Runner, and Martian.
Being producer. Yeah,
Martian also. Yeah.
Being producer in a lot of movies also. Yeah.
Oh, did you know Gladiator 2 is announced?
Really?
It says on IMDb it's announced.
I don't even know. Does it have the same? Does it say that? Does it have the same cast or?
I don't know. It just says it's going to be directed by.
Okay.
Ridley Scott.
Interesting.
It doesn't. There's no more info about it.
Okay.
Is this possibly new announcement or something?
I don't know.
Last updated 2018, so this project might have been just frozen just for future.
Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah. Let's go to the number 40, which is Psycho, a movie that I appreciate, and it's a legendary horror movie, but I don't like myself. But
it's
probably the biggest Hitchcock movie, at least one of.
Yeah, it's probably the only Hitchcock movie I have actually seen.
Yeah. I think it's the most known Hitchcock movie.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but I guess probably not. Probably wrong again, but I know. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it deserves to be in this list. It's one of those horror classics, so not just my genre, but still.
Yeah.
Number 39. 39 is Modern Times from 1936.
It's a
another of those old movies.
Another
Japanese movie?
Another Chaplin movie.
No, Chaplin movie. I misheard. I was like, what? Yes. And 96 Metascore. Wow.
Yeah, we're talking about
the same thing with the other Chaplin movies. So yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
next one.
Continue. 38 American History X. I have seen this one from Netflix. It's from 1998, and this is a great damn movie. This is really a movie that makes you think. Yeah.
From the photos and I didn't check the trailer, but what I can see, I'm not really interested. But let's.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know. Cannot say shit. I haven't seen it, so. Next one.
Yeah, it's a really interesting in what it is and super unique. One of the best performances by Edward Norton. Not the best, and one of his movies probably is gonna come later on in this list, but one of the best. performances, and I really like this movie. Like, or appreciated this movie. Not like my favorite type of movies, but still. Number 37 is Terminator 2: Judgment Day from 1991, and what I remember, the most liked Terminator.
Yeah.
So probably not gonna have any other Terminators in this list after this.
Yeah, I doubt there will be any.
Yeah, I think this was the first Terminator that I saw.
Yeah, I probably me too. Yeah.
And I have seen this like 3 times maybe. I think, and yeah, it's a good movie, so not complaining.
I'm not even sure which Terminator this one is. I have seen.
I think this is the one where he tries to protect the kid.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
The boy, and there's the action scene where they drive in the damn like canal or somewhere with the truck and stuff.
Yeah,
and there's the guy chasing it.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna be mad on the comments for me not recognizing what Terminator is which. Me who has seen, I believe, all the Terminators, but I still can't. The storyline is so confusing, and it's just I haven't really got the. It's just so.
Well, there's a lot of Terminator movies, to be fair. So
yeah, there's like Terminator. It's like multiple timelines, but the movies are like titled like Terminator 3, and it's different timeline or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty weird.
So give us a break.
No, it's the first Terminator. Okay, I know first and the second Terminator are in the same timeline. That I can know. Yeah, but
yeah. But like later on.
Yeah, later on.
Haven't seen the latest. I think the last one was like the one with Emilia Clarke. I saw it in cinemas. I think that was the last Terminator that I saw. Was it like Genesis or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's called Genesis. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the last one.
That? I'm not sure if there is, but
there is at least a something Fate. The pretty recent,
Dark Fate
year
or
old or something. Yeah, Dark Fate or something like that. I remember because they had some competition at like for editors and filmmakers to make their own version of the trailer, and I did that. So yeah, but haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one. Yeah, okay. Next one.
Which one? You're talking about Dark Fate or?
Yeah, no. Yeah. Of course, I have seen Judgment Day. Like it's a classical movie. James Cameron, the original Terminators are pretty good. I would like to see these maybe like redone or. I like.
My honest opinion is that I think there's too many Terminators at this point. Like they should have stopped them already, but they're kind of well, they still sell, so that's why they do those. But do we continue with the list?
Yeah, next one is
number 36, and it's the original Back to the Future.
Oh.
Well, original. There's not remakes or anything, but like the first one.
Yeah.
From 1985, probably the best. I think this is one of those that it kind of drops from like sequel to sequel.
Yeah.
The first one is, I think, easily or at least almost easily the best. The second one is the one where they're first in future and then in the past, and the third one is the one where they're in the Wild West, and it just gets all confusing. But the first one is the classic.
Yeah, so. I like it's like kinda, cause it kinda ends like as its own movie, but then it kinda leaves the sequel gap for the second one, and then the second one totally ends before the third one. So if you really want to see this movie, you have to watch all the three. Yeah, I kind of believe so. It just gives you more. Yeah,
and I think the first one is so good that it deserves for you to take time to watch all the movies, if that made any sense. And also, none of them are like bad. Now this like sounds like I don't like the movies. I like all of the three, but the 2 and 3 I don't think compares anyway to the first one. The first one is just so much. It's like Lion Kings. I don't think all the Lion Kings are bad, but the first one is just so much better in my opinion. But
yeah, next one.
Yeah, do we go to the next one? 35, and it's The Pianist.
Number 35.
This is a movie that created a lot of fuss at the time when it came out.
Yeah.
This was a big movie.
I don't really remember, but yeah.
From 2002, 8.5 star rating as well.
Yeah.
85 Metascore as well. Actually won 3 Oscars.
Oh really?
I thought
okay.
the Metascore would be bigger, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Adrian Brody is the main acts in the main role.
Haven't seen the movie. It's pretty hard to say in every case of a movie you haven't seen.
Well, this was basically how will I describe it if I remember correctly. This was a Jewish musician, and they made him like instead of just killing him in the gas chambers, they made him sing and play to like Hitler and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's just
so yeah.
He survived by being the pianist.
Sad. Yeah, a really sad movie, but a beautiful movie as well.
Okay, I should see it probably.
And, yeah, and talking about The Lion King, let's continue with the list. Number 34 is The Lion King.
Yeah.
The first one, and for sure the only Lion King in this list.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Also 8.5. And great soundtrack, great movie. I think my favorite, I don't even think I know. This is my favorite animation movie. My favorite movie as a kid. I have a lot of nostalgia for this movie. And this is a classic. I love this movie. I love the main villain. One of my favorite villains in any movies of all time, gotta say. And I think the story is just well made. And yeah, what are your thoughts? It's like the highest rated animation movie.
No, I believe there is at least one. Yeah, it's the top 2, I believe, at least.
Okay, probably skipped the top one. I didn't see. Anyways,
I believe there's only one above, and that's Spirited Away. But talking about that later.
Yeah. Okay, now I saw. Yeah, I don't know how.
Yeah, Lion King. I don't really. Well, Lion King. Well, it's legend. Well, we're talking about Lion King about the one other podcast.
Yeah, the soundtrack podcast at least.
Yeah.
Probably some else.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, in the opening scenes podcast as well. Best opening scenes of all time and best soundtrack of all time.
The only way I remember Lion King from my childhood, like whole legendary, I remember. It's just I had this like DVD combo which had like bonus disc which had like behind the scenes and stuff. But it had this like hyena drive-through game. It was like this like Timon and Pumbaa were on this like boat or car, and then they went to this like burger place run by the hyenas, and then had something that is my best memory from Lion King when I was a kid. I have to Google that.
Just fastly to explain why do this movie mean so much to me personally is that I had this as an VHS, and we are born in 2000, so VHS were not our thing,
I have it.
I
actually have it on VHS. So, also.
Yeah, so when we talk about watching VHS movies as a kid, we were really young when we saw those movies. This is probably like one of the first movies that I've ever seen, and probably the first movie that I remember seeing, like vividly, because I was so young that usually I didn't see the movies, or I don't remember watching the movies, but for some reason this is such a great movie that I just remember it.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's continue talking quite a lot about The Lion King, but that's not a surprise.
Well, it's good that we talk about something for longer than okay, we don't know it.
We're just not going through this. Okay, this is good. We don't know it. Okay, goodbye.
Well, the next one is one we don't know.
Yeah, number 33 is Harakiri. I think that's how you actually say it, but Harakiri. How the English guy say? I don't know. But I think it's a Japanese word, and I think actually it means suicide. So yeah, and it's directed by Masaki Kobayashi. So I think it's Harakiri, how you say it.
It shows different title for me, but it's just...
Okay, yeah. It's a samurai movie, and this is one of those movies that it's not from Akira, but it's still legendary. I think I've maybe seen this once. Yeah, it's probably says seppuku to you.
Yeah.
Does it? Yeah, well, it's the same thing. Both like means suicide by seppuku is more like suicide made by samurai, I believe. So yeah. I don't remember it very well, but I remember just that I guess I liked it. And if I have a chance, I wanna see it again because I actually like old samurai movies. I think there's something cool, like the way they have filmed those. It's just a unique and cool way. So, but yeah, let's go to the next one, which is number 32. The Usual Suspects from 1995.
I can't say anything. Haven't seen.
Yeah, gotta say, I don't know anything about this movie.
You just gotta say something about every movie, but just nothing to say.
Yeah, like usually I have like just even like little bit like I have heard about this or I know something like I don't know anything about this movie. Like I gotta say, most of the list of actors are people that I have never heard and never probably even seen. You know, so I don't know. This kind of surprised that there's a movie like okay.
No, nothing. Nothing. I was just. It's pretty late on the night. I'm just nothing.
Yeah.
Just, no.
It's almost 10 p.m. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, number 32 is kind of surprised that in top 40s, almost top 30s, there's a movie that I have never even heard of and know nothing about. So. Yeah.
The only thing you can say that's probably has its place and should be here because it's won 2 Oscars and it has over nearly 1 million, reviews. Previous episode.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But
1 million people has made a review before they even saw it.
Yeah.
Probably a good movie. Like I'm not saying it's not. I just don't know anything about it. Next one I do know. Number 31 is Leon the Professional, 1994. I think this was a professional debut for Natalie Portman. What's the name I was searching for? Also, Jean Reno, Gary Oldman are names that I at least recognize. Just going through the list of actors, like briefly. I'm pretty sure this was the professional debut film for Natalie, and I'm pretty surprised the Metascore is only 64. So I guess the critics didn't like this, but people did. So that's what matters to me.
Yeah, critics did. If you don't have you are high here, but you don't have Oscar nomination, it's pretty.
Yeah, well then again, it's an assassin, professional assassin, basically raising a young girl after her family's murder. So I guess it's that type of movie that critics don't like to like. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Next
one is quite new movie. So number 30 is Parasite from 2019.
Oh, I did, because I see the original name and I was just hella confused. I'm like, what is this Asian-looking title? Just because I'm not trying to pronounce it. It's like, no, I have to try. It's Gisaeng Shung.
Yeah,
or something like that. So, yeah, now we're just mocking Asian.
Probably the only
Koreans.
Yeah, that's just mocking.
Stop.
Be careful. The probably the only Korean movie that I have seen, and I really like this. I saw it in the cinemas with my father. Have you seen this?
I should have seen. I was about to go watch it, but then something happened. I don't know what.
Yeah, I didn't even plan to go watch it, but then first my father asked that do I want to go watch it, and then one of my work friends actually in a workplace at the time actually asked me if I have seen this and recommend this. So I went and watched it, and I really, really liked it. The only thing I didn't really like was the ending, because I thought it was, kind of rushed, and I think I would have done it differently, but that's just my opinion. So otherwise the movie is great and super unique from at least from the other movies that I have seen or movies that I usually watch. So maybe it's more normal to Korean people or compared to other Korean movies, I don't know, but yeah, to me it was a unique movie and I really liked it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's-
number 29 is probably a movie that you want to talk more than me because I haven't only seen it once and don't
well,
remember.
we are
No, I have not even seen it. So number 29 is Interstellar.
Yeah, we are talking about Interstellar.
Yeah, from
here.
2014.
8.6. I believe it should be maybe a bit higher, but there's a lot of great movies. There's some movies that I don't know on the top 10 and we just that or top 25 that should be switched with this. It's a great one. If you have it.
This is like always like I'm first like, have I seen this? And then like, no, I'm pretty sure I haven't because I don't remember if I had.
Go, just watch it.
Yeah.
1.5 million
Yeah.
reviews just say go watch it. It's the highest number I believe I have now seen on the of reviews.
In like how many people have
but that's gonna get
or rated
that's
it.
gonna get broken pretty soon, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
So next one.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it.
Next
I
one
haven't
is,
seen it too many times. But next one we are talking about what? 28? Number 28?
Number 28, The Green Mile.
Oh.
And no, not 8 Mile.
8 Mile shit.
Green Mile. No, I think it's a good movie, but I think
this
maybe it's
this
just because I'm a hip hop fan. So, well, that I have to agree with. So start by Tom Hanks, of course, and
Stephen King novel based.
Based on Stephen King novel, and don't remember a lot, but I have seen this probably twice. I think once or twice. And that's pretty much all I can say at least at the moment.
Like I remember
a movie that I need to watch again.
Yeah, like I remember seeing like once or twice, and it's a movie that you should like. It's one of these movies like Interstellar or something like you have to focus and watch it and watch it alone. Yeah. It's a great damn movie. It's when you go watch it, doesn't seem like really. Because there's some scenes that maybe throw you off because the movie doesn't seem like it. But you have to remember it's a Stephen King novel, based on a Stephen King novel. So it has some fantasy on it, but it's a crime drama movie. I don't know if it's a crime, but well, it's a guards. It's a prison movie basically. Not really, but is.
Let's continue, shall we?
Yeah.
Number 27 is Spirited Away from 2001. A movie that you have maybe seen. I haven't
seen it couple of 4, 5, 6, 10 times.
Another movie that I have to probably watch also.
It's a Ghibli movie, so I have seen it. So
I don't know if I have seen this or not. I just don't know. That's the thing.
that's the thing with all of the Ghibli movies.
Yeah.
The next one.
Next one is number 26. Saving Private Ryan. There is a lot of memes about this movie, sadly, but I think this a great movie, and I'm kind of sad that there's so much like memes made out of great movies, like such as this. Again, Tom Hanks movie. Also, Matt Damon. One of those classic war drama movies. Maybe not my favorite. Actually, I'm not gonna go into that. But actually probably my favorite war movie is a movie like 99% of the viewers doesn't even know because it's a Finnish movie. So it's one of the only Finnish movies that I like, and it's my favorite war movie. But
there's no good.
It's a great
Finnish movies except The Unknown Soldier. Yeah.
Except that and Unknown Soldier and maybe a few comedy movies are like decent.
No.
But
no, there's no
like
decent
not
movies.
Good, but I think like there's a couple. Anyways.
Next one.
You have anything you want to say about Saving Private Ryan? You want to say him or do?
Twice. I cannot say anything special.
Yeah, I believe I have like seen a few times. I haven't count. Anyways, number 25 is the second highest rated, I believe. I guess. Star Wars movie in this list. So Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, the original from 1977. Original, the classic, the one that started it all, the one that kind of saved George Lucas's career. Because I remember in a documentary he talked about how if this wouldn't have worked out, he would have dropped the directing altogether.
Yeah, but this was
started doing some basic stuff
also for Lucas to make.
Yeah, so this was like his final chance, and it worked out. So yeah, and now it's a classic and the first movie of one of the biggest movie franchises ever. Probably I don't know if you can say longest running because but like, you know.
It's pretty long. It's pretty much the longest running.
Yeah, if you can say it's like, of course the movie is kind of, you know, on and off and stuff like that. But, you know, this movie was made in 1977 and they are still making new Star Wars content, so.
Thank God.
That's crazy. But a great movie. Don't know if we should talk about the movie itself that much or the story, but you know,
I don't know.
I think
it's Star Wars.
Like 90% of people knows it. So
it's Episode 4, New Hope. Everybody has seen it.
If you haven't, then you need to go watch.
If you haven't, I don't know what's your life.
Yeah. Like. If you haven't seen New Hope, then you can even stop this episode, even though this is probably the greatest stuff you have ever heard in YouTube.
But you haven't even watched this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Next one is number 24. It's a Wonderful Life from 1946.
Oh yeah.
And
no comment. Haven't seen.
One of those James Stewart, probably the last James Stewart movie in this list, I guess. I don't know. This is a good movie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember much.
Yeah,
I probably have seen it, but I'm not sure. Because I don't really like... Because if I have seen like these James Stewart movies, they just have happened to come out from TV, so I'm not sure which one I have seen. I don't really, to be honest, I don't really like differ them from each other. Like, I don't even recognize which is which. So, yeah, that's all I can say about it.
Yeah. Next one.
Number 23 is The Silence of the Lambs. Is this the highest rated horror movie?
It's not. I don't know. Would I class it as a horror movie? But if that, then probably yes.
Some people will say no, but I would almost classify it as a horror movie.
It's a thriller. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It probably depends on who you ask.
Yeah, it's a. I would say it's a thriller more than a horror, but
I would say only because of Anthony Hopkins' performance, it's a horror for me. But he's a scary guy when he wants to be. Yeah, that's all I got. Do we continue?
Yeah, I have
with the list.
Yeah.
22. We're closing on to the end. So number 22 is City of God from 2002, a movie that I have not seen.
Yeah, cannot comment. I don't know.
Have heard about it, but I have not seen.
Possibly a foreign film. Yeah, it is Brazil. Yeah.
I don't know if it should be this high. If
yeah,
it would have higher Metascore, higher it's no Oscar wins. Maybe it's a year that there were so many other great movies that's the reason. But I don't know.
2003. Yeah.
So like I don't know the movie, so it's hard to say. But from the stats, it doesn't seem like a movie that maybe deserves to be this high. But I don't know. Also, it shares the rating with a lot of other movies, then so it probably just happens also to be with like.
Yeah, but you have to say
I don't know.
Like some of the movies that are on the lower top 100, they have like some like 10,000. There's some movies who have like 50,000 only reviews.
Yeah.
But this one has 700,000, so it's like there's some reason why it's there, but I haven't seen it, cannot say next one.
Number 21 is Life is Beautiful from 1997.
And I haven't seen
also one of those that I don't know if probably haven't seen this.
Won 3 Oscars.
So don't know.
1999.
59 Metascore.
1999's Best Foreign Film Oscar winner. So 600,000 reviews. So it's the same case as the last one. Haven't seen, but
but this has won Oscar, so that's a plus.
Yeah, so this one has won Oscar. So watch this rather than the other one, maybe. But this one is older than the last one.
Maybe.
Is it? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Next one?
Well, the last one was 2002 and this one was 1997. Next one is probably one of the best Brad Pitt movies. Maybe not the best, but one of the best. I don't know in my opinion which is the best, but I really like this movie. So next one is Seven from 1995.
Yeah, I cannot say.
And number 20.
Anything again.
I have seen this I think 2 times. Basically Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt, Kevin Spacey. What else? Well, Gwyneth Paltrow. Also, this is a good movie. I think this is one of those movies where Brad Pitt is not just basic himself. He actually has a little bit, different type of character. So I appreciate that because usually Brad Pitt is basically just Brad Pitt. So every time he's not just a Brad Pitt in a movie, then I appreciate that. Do we go to the next one?
Yeah, totally. We can go easy.
Last 20. So number 19 is Seven Samurai. So I think the
Is it called that?
most legendary, Seven Samurai. The most legendary movie from Akira Kurosawa, I think. Nominated for 2 Oscars, but this is like a classic samurai movie that when everybody talks about their favorite samurai movies, I think this is always there. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, a great samurai movie. Let's say that. Number 18 is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I know this, but I haven't seen this. Jack Nicholson movie, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 8.7 star rating.
Yeah.
But yeah, haven't seen. Do you know this movie?
I haven't seen it. It's pretty old, and if 900,000 people say it's 8.7, then it has to be 8.7. And 5 Oscars, it's gives it away.
I think it easily deserves that place.
Yeah.
Next one is number 17 is Goodfellas. Are you really? No, of course, like. Well, Anyway, no, never mind. I was saying that. Are you sure that this is the top gangster movie? But of course it's not. Of course it's not. Not even close. But Goodfellas, it's a classic, and we talk about this movie. I put it on my list as one of my favorites. In one of my favorites movie opening scenes. This is based on real life, based on the story or the life of Henry Hill, gangster in a mob life. Not a made man to some people. Some people do think that, but associate of the mob, of the Italian mob. So, made in 1990, Martin Scorsese, probably his most known movie. Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci. Like easily the best Ray Liotta performance, I think so. Yeah, great gangster movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go to the number 16, which is The Matrix.
Matrix.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see this for the longest time. For the longest time, I didn't see this. And it was so, like, for some reason, I just never watched it. And then when people talked about it, I didn't even want to say that I didn't watch it. So I was like, kind of going along, like, yeah, I know this. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I have to say I have seen the second one, but I don't remember watching the first Matrix ever fully from start to beginning. But I have the note we have broken now the new record, which was held by Interstellar on the most user reviews on a movie, and that's 1.65 million reviews.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Matrix.
Yeah, no, just 1.6 people.
Yeah, just
1.5 people. Yeah, just being honest, I didn't watch it for the longest time, and I kind of acted like I knew it because, well, it would have been cringe to not know it, or I don't know what I was thinking. But anyways, it has won 4 Oscars. Keanu Reeves is, I think, one of his biggest roles easily. Do we continue with the list?
Of course.
Number 50 is the top. Yeah, number 50. It's gonna start when the next one is a Star Wars movie, and it's it's the most highly rated Star Wars movie. So Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back from 1980. Movie that we have seen plenty of times.
Yeah, me especially if you did listen to the last podcast, I have seen so many times lately. in a show with a real full-size orchestra, and then in a theater. Yeah, actually in the movies. I have seen this in the movies. And I'm born after 2000s, which is kind of bragging, right? But I don't know.
So basically, do you wanna watch this? Group watch this from Disney Plus tonight?
Yeah, not really. And then I've seen a couple times in a year. I'm talking about this year. I have seen it with full orchestra. I mean, in a year, it was most or all of these were in 2019, except my Disney Plus reruns on 2020. Yeah. I'm actually stuck. I have had to last 2 months. I had this task to watch all tasks. It's not even a task, or it wasn't a task. To rewatch all the Star Wars movies. Now it has become a task to watch all Star Wars movies because I'm stuck. I really can't force. I'm literally having to force myself to watch Star Wars, and that's.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. Does
it have a break?
And exactly. Last episode, last part of this or previous part of this, I said that I'm having a trouble watching Mandalorian right now. It's being a bit cancer. I don't know if cancer is the right term, but
you were pretty hyped at the start of the first half of the season 2.
There's been a few good episodes, but I'm having the filmmaker mode on for some reason. I'm over criticizing everything, and next one.
Yeah, don't know how to help. Don't know how to get out of that. Next one is number 14, and it's the Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, the first Lord of the Rings in this list, and all of those 3, the Lord of the Rings, are in this list. So that tells a lot that all of them are in top 15. So watching this list, it's probably one of the greatest movie trilogies of all time, if not the greatest. I don't know. At least based on watching this list. I think it's the least best from Lord of the Rings, but I have only seen Lord of the Rings once, and actually I think it was 2 years ago when I watched them first time in my life, which is weird. I watched the first one when I was young, way too young, and then I kind of got scared and started crying after the one surprise scene and some scare scene
so many,
when the older hobbit's face changes when he sees the ring again in the god's place or whatever. And I just fucking started bawling. So
when you were a kid,
my father was like, you should watch this movie probably, and then I just didn't watch it after that for the longest time, for the next 10 years. And
I have seen every single one of these movies so many. Well, not so many. There's multiple movies I've seen 10 times more, but I have seen these at least 10 times. But I really can't say which movie is which.
Yeah, they're kind of movies that you can watch.
They're 3 hours long. I know how it starts and how it ends, and then some bits from the middle, but I have no idea what movie are they from.
Yeah, I somewhat remember, but then not really.
Yeah, I believe the first one is the most boringest one, but I don't know how is it more highly rated than this one. But
well, it's the first one, so I think that's why.
I think the second and the third, when they actually get going on the journey, really, really, really good, or they're in the journey, not so they don't have to tell the starting story of every character who basically just die off some part of the story. So it's
but it's Lord of the Rings. Do we need to tell more? Not really. Number 13 is Inception. From 2010, and the last one with 8.7 rating, at least based on that. Leonardo DiCaprio, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Elliot Page, Tom Hardy,
and also Michael Caine.
Yeah, Michael Caine also.
It's a Nolan movie.
It's a Nolan movie. I think this is one of the This is like a great Nolan movie, but this is kind of like the new Tenet. When we went to watch that, it kind of reminded me of this movie.
It has the same vibes, but the story is
like it's like super confusing. Like that's why it reminds like super confusing, and you don't really know like what the heck is going on.
There's many theories about the story, how it actually goes.
This really never like explained.
I have
itself.
really watched Inception like from start to end like maybe 2 times, but I have like tried to watch it like over 10 times, and then I just like get like from halfway or from TV or something like when it comes, and I just get distracted, and I should probably like single watch it, force it myself like solo, and just watch it alone, you know. Focus on it.
I think I have seen this like 2 or 3 times, but by the way, also it has over 2 million reviews.
I was about to say this will take the lead on the most user reviews from.
Yeah.
What was it?
And 4 Oscars, and definitely deserves to be here.
Yeah, 4 Oscars.
Why not even? Maybe should be even in top 10. Maybe.
Yeah, I personally prefer Interstellar over Inception, but I believe the common opinion is that Inception is better, so I understand why it's higher. So the next one. Next one
is Forrest Gump from 1994.
Thomas.
And if anybody's confused somehow, it's just Forrest Gump, not Forrest Gump. So anyways, this was a classic movie, and this is kind of like it's also dramatic at points, but it's also like beautiful.
The movie is all over the place.
It's like sometimes like comedic even, and then it's like super dramatic, and then it's like super like romantic, beautiful, and this is like.
Well, but it's a life story. It's basically a life story to the point where the character is telling the story. So he's just telling his story.
I think this is, in a way, like this is the best like life story movie I have seen. At least one of the best, because I like the way that it brings you in different scenes like these different feelings, because that's life basically. So it's just like life. Sometimes you're feeling sad, sometimes you're feeling happy, sometimes you laugh, and sometimes it's like all super intense and stuff like that. So I think it's a very well made and well crafted movie. Also won 6 Oscars.
Oh yeah,
almost 1.8 million reviews. Yeah, it's an awesome movie.
It's an awesome movie. I thought it was longer. I thought it was like 3 hours long. It says 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Me too.
It's I don't know. It feels it has like so much stuff going on in the movie. 2 hours and no. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's like extended cut or something. Somebody put me to watch it like 4 hour cut or something. I don't know. No, it just so it just takes you in and has a lot of stuff, so it feels longer. But just tells it has some good like damn good writing or something. It's just.
Yeah, and it's also well edited, like in a way that they don't have any unnecessary scenes. I think that's why it's like surprisingly short, because there happens so much stuff, and every scene is like important, but also it's not like too fast. It doesn't skip scenes necessarily, and also it doesn't have like these scenes that shouldn't be there. I think it's just well crafted.
Yeah.
And not rushed at all. So
Next one,
number 11, is Fight Club from 1999. David Fincher movie, Brad Pitt. This was the one that I was talking about, probably the best performance from Edward Norton. So this is interesting. This is super unique movie. Like super unique movie. So
okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't say anything.
Have you seen this?
I have seen it once, but only thing I can remember, I didn't like it at all. So
okay,
should probably
I gotta say that's a surprise. I remember first time I was watching, I stopped midway, but I was much younger then. Then later on I watched it again, and I actually really liked it. I don't know if it's top 11, but at least in top 50, like at least for sure. But I don't know if it should be this high. But then again, like people liked how different it is, I think so. And the character work is amazing, and the character development is amazing in this movie also. So that's one of the things that I think people appreciate. But yeah, top 10. Let's go to the last 10 movies. So number 10 is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, the first one from 2001, with 8.8 rating as well.
I think we talked about already Lord of the Rings, so
Yeah. So yeah, maybe we just go through or skip this. We already talked about this.
There's no reason us to talk
Number
about
9.
movies we have talked about already, basically. So
Yeah.
if there's no special notes.
Number 9 is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Of course, they had to have at least one movie from the Dollar trilogy, and what else than the most legendary one? For some reason, I just can't open the damn site. So yeah, I always forget what's the order. I think this is the last one from the trilogy. It's like the third one. This is an amazing movie. Clint Eastwood movie, of course. Ennio Morricone with the legendary soundtrack, with all the scores like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly itself, The Trio, The Sundown, of course, Ecstasy of Gold. Scores like that. It's it's just a fantastic movie, and we talked about this movie and this trilogy. Well, this soundtrack especially in our favorite soundtracks of all time podcast episode. Again, go check that out. We do that way too often. So yeah, that's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I think it deserves to be here because at least one of these movies is in this list. Have you seen the Dollar trilogy?
Nah, I have seen only Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely need to watch. It's like watching I think you all like me have only seen the Once Upon a Time in the Mexico from the El Mariachi trilogy, but it's the last one from the trilogy, so I really would want to watch the whole trilogy just to know the whole story. But yeah, this is like the same thing. This is the most known from the three, but this is the last one. So if you really want to see the whole story and get the best out of this movie, then you definitely need to see the first two as well if you have the chance. But yeah, let's go to number 8, which is Pulp Fiction from 1994.
Pulp Fiction.
The last, I believe, the last Quentin Tarantino movie, and
yeah,
not surprised at all that it's the most or best ranked Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
Not surprised at all. It's what I really like about this movie is how they made it in a way that there's not a one main character and it still works. Because usually movies, when they have more than one main character, it just gets weird or confusing. And especially they don't just have different main characters, but also the different main characters has completely different stories. And still they are all in the same movie and they go from story to story to story to story and still, it's consistent and you can follow, and that's amazing. How Tarantino was able to do that so well. And of course, John Travolta, Uma Thurman, Samuel Jackson, and a lot of others as well. So Bruce Willis, for example, Tim Roth, a lot of others. Amazing work of Tarantino, and I have only seen it actually once, and it's not that long ago, maybe a few years back when I saw it first time, and 8.9 or 8.8 rating. But yeah, do you have anything to say about Pulp Fiction, or do we continue?
Let me think. Not really.
I just feel like I've been talking 10 minutes straight here.
Feeling like you have talked about 10 minutes. We have to note the viewers. We are now in top 10.
Yeah.
And we have been already recording the rest of the 92 tops before this in a row. So we are closing up on a 3-4 hour mark.
Yeah.
It's not that long on the podcast, but combined probably close.
Yeah, it's over 10 p.m. already. Clock. It's dark here. It's
after.
So if you sound tired at all, I'm sorry.
Just, and I'm a bit ill
be
also. So
entertaining, but
I'm still.
Yeah. But if you don't have anything to say about Pulp Fiction, we can move
my
forward.
brain's freezing. It's starting to be so late.
Well,
but
we can.
but nothing to say about Pulp Fiction. So
Yeah, we can almost like skip number 7. Number 7 is the last Lord of the Rings, the Return of the King, and we talked about already those. We like those. We love Lord of the Rings, and it's one of the best movie trilogies, etc., etc. So yeah, that's Lord of the Rings. Number 6 is a Schindler's List.
Schindler's List, yeah.
And I believe this is in Netflix actually right now. I have seen it twice. But I remember, do I remember correctly that, yeah, it's a hell long movie. 3 hours, 15 minutes.
Wait, it's 3 hours? God
yeah,
damn.
over 3 hours.
I have watched it only like
It's
twice.
Almost the longest movie that I've seen. Almost the longest movie that I've seen. Like, what
is longer? Yeah. Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, we still have the one movie to go that is even longer.
Yeah. Just the reason I don't like 3-hour movies.
Steven Spielberg directing, obviously stars Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
young, well, not decent young Liam Neeson. Also Ben Kingsley, Ralph Fiennes, a lot of others.
Why do I feel Liam Neeson is a bit underrated actor somehow?
I don't know. I feel like it's just most of the time he always acts the same character. And most of his movies are always like pretty much the same. He has to save somebody, and he's either in plane or in train or in something,
or in a boat,
just fighting people.
Or
so that I think that's why.
Wow, a character uses a lot of transportation. Oh my god.
Yeah, so he's like he has like I think it's 3 or 4 Taken movies, and then there's also like 3 or 4 different movies that that are basically Taken, but just not the name. Taken.
Yeah. But this one is great.
I think that's why. But this one is great. This one is different. I think only 2 different roles that are different from those Taken movies are from Liam Neeson. I think are this one and then Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon Jinn, and this is it's not nearly as great of a performance than this, or nearly as great of a movie, even as Star Wars fan, I have to say. And even as a prequel fan, I have to say, yeah, not as good of a movie than this is. This is, I think, the best movie about World War II, or based on the Ring World War II. So, yeah, a great movie and a great story, and it really makes you think. But yeah, we talked surprisingly a lot about Schindler's List. Do we go to the number 5?
Yeah, last note for Schindler's List that this is the most top-rated movie that is classified as a biograph for some. So that's pretty. Yeah, that's true. You have a biograph movie in top 10. That's pretty
cool. And just think about somebody actually lived life like that. Yeah. Next one, number 5 is 12 Angry Men.
What is that movie?
This is top 5, and this is a movie that I don't know. Sadly, in top 5 we have a movie
seems
that
like
I don't know.
Citizen Kane case again. So
yeah, similar. It's from 1957, 96 Metascore.
Yeah, next one.
Yeah, don't recognize anything from here.
Yeah.
But actually, I just want to say it was not showing this list, but when I click to the movie itself, yeah, it's the first movie in our list with 9 rating.
Is it? Oh yeah, we are now in 9s.
Yeah. It doesn't tell here, but yeah.
Well, in the list it's still 8.9, but the list is just
the
list.
But when I click the movie itself, it was 9. But yeah, number 4 is The Dark Knight.
Yeah, and this will.
I gotta say,
top the reviews.
I love this movie. And this is a great movie, but I don't know if it's top 5. But honestly, I think it has such a great rating because of the respect for, rest in peace, Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
But I would say maybe my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. And this is Christian Bale is the best Batman, in my opinion, that we have seen in live action screen.
Yeah.
And still Heath Ledger's Joker is just an so amazing work that it just puts in Christian Bale to the shadows. So a lot of respect. Sad that this movie kind of destroyed his life at the end. Because of this movie, he's started to use drugs and stuff like that. And then after he only filmed one movie after this, or didn't even finish that when he passed away. But yeah, let's not get too sad. From 2008, exactly 9 rating. It's super cool to see that you have a superhero movie in top 5. Like, who would have thought, like, let's say 20 years ago, or even longer than that? Like, yeah, you're gonna have a superhero movie in IMDB top 5, or like in general, like said, like you're gonna have a superhero movie that people say is one of the best movies of all time.
Yeah,
like, that's crazy.
Well, how you classify superhero? No, like now these days when you say superhero movies, the standard is Avengers, and
it's because MCU is just a.
Yeah, compared to that, this wouldn't even class as a superhero movie. It just would.
But it's. I think this is a perfect way to make like this dark way is a perfect way to make a Batman movie, and I think that's why Batman has always been so big character, because it's different. It's not like DC trying to be Marvel or other way. No, like Batman is just so unique. So I think that's why Batman, Spider-Man actually both they are so unique, and that I think that's the reason why they are the most popular superheroes besides Superman, but Superman is so old and no character. But yeah, anyways, let's not talk about superheroes. That's not the point of this movie. But yeah, do you have anything to say about Dark Knight?
Not really. Dark Knight is great.
Yeah, there's not much else to say. Actually, won 2 Oscars, I believe. One was Heath Ledger and one was, I think, Christopher Nolan's direction, or was it special effects or something like that.
Like you said something about top 10, so I had this thought about like movies making the top 10. If I should have to make my top 10 movies, I don't believe any of these movies, or the whole top 10, would not make on the list.
Okay, well, I would have.
There's some movies that you would.
I would have 2 of these.
But I would.
Yeah, I would have the top 3. I don't know if I would have this one honestly, and then I would have maybe 1 or 2 more.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, anyways, definitely like maybe top 30, top 20.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, and definitely my favorite superhero movie, like especially like in filmmaking point of view. So
I don't know.
But yeah, let's go to the top. Yeah, let's go to the top 3 dominated by Coppola. And why? Well, because number 3 is The Godfather 2, the longest movie I've seen, from 1974. And let's just put on the same basket. Number 2, top 2 is the classic The Godfather from 1972.
Yeah.
The second Godfather has 9.0 rating, and the first Godfather has 9.1. And just talking about how long was the Godfather Part 2, it's 3 hours and 22 minutes long.
Yeah, and if you combine the movies, it's 6 hours.
Yeah, and then they also have the third one. So
yeah, combined of 10 Oscars. No, 9 Oscars? 9 Oscars. Wins. 9 Oscar wins.
Yeah, 9 Oscar wins and plenty of other nominations. The Part 2 has 9, like I said, 9-star rating, 90 Metascore, and the first one has 9.2 actually, depending on where do you read, 9.1 or 9.2 star rating and 100 Metascore. I don't know if I would say it's exactly 100, because I don't think it's perfect, and saying it's 100, I kind of think it's saying it's perfect, but I don't think any movie is perfect. This is, like, I think one of the greatest movies of all time, in my opinion. It's old, it's like too long, but I don't think when you actually watch this, like maybe at the start, but especially like the second one, I don't think it feels long, even though it's the longest movie I have seen. It doesn't feel that long because it has like 2 movies in one movie. 2 completely different stories, and it kind of changes from time to time.
Yeah.
But It's awesome movie. Marlon Brando, Al Pacino, James Caan, a lot of like these, John Marley, a lot of like these legendary like gangster mafia Italian actors from that time. And of course Al Pacino is like, I think, the most known gangster movie actor, I think, besides Robert De Niro. So
Yeah.
that's top 3 and 2. Godfather is kind of dominating here.
Yeah.
I don't know if they will be 3 and 2 in my top 10, but they will both be in my top 10 that I can say. I will also have, I think, the Godfather 3 in my top 100 somewhere. I don't know where there, but somewhere. I think the reason people say it's bad is because it's actually hella good movie, but it's bad compared to these two. But I think it's unfair to even compare because these are so amazing. But do we go to the last one?
Yeah.
Number 1 is The Shawshank Redemption from 1994 with the rating of 9.3.
Yeah, and
actually is
also taking the new lead on the reviews and keeps holding it with 2.3 million reviews.
So by the ratings and stats, nominated for 7 Oscars, hasn't been Oscars, but nominated for a lot of them. I think it's fair to have, based on stats, it's fair to have it as top 1. It won't be my top 1. I don't know if it will be my top 10. Maybe, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I have seen only once, so...
It's a great movie. It's like it's probably my favorite like prison movie, what I remember. I just don't like the start as much. Like, I feel like the start, like, it's a good start, but doesn't go anywhere, and then there's kind of whole story changes. I think that's a little bit weird, but that's the only minus for me in this movie, I think.
Okay.
So, but that's the whole list. That's the whole top 100 movies. A lot of goddamn movies. And both of our probably throats are hurting. Both are tired. It's late at night. We have been talking for like 4 hours now, and I've just been listening movie themes at the background.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I hope this is gonna be somewhat fun content to somebody listen to. I don't know how bad this sounds because again, we are kind of tired, kind of late, trying to make it interesting, but
Yeah.
there was a lot of great movies. I think a lot of movies that people recognized. I'm gonna have problem at making thumbnail and thinking what movies should I put in the thumbnail. So I don't know if I'm gonna put any specific movies on the thumbnail. I don't know what type of thumbnail I'm gonna make. Honestly.
3 good movies.
Let's just have a fast outro. You know how the YouTube stuff works. Do how you best see fit with all the liking and subscribing and stuff like that. Hope we are gonna see you in our next episode whenever it comes out, probably next Saturday from the uploading of this video. Hope we're gonna see you there, and we are gonna go to sleep. So yeah,
Surprise. Yeah, bye.